Hello everyone and welcome to the best eBay product research guide in the entire internet. This training is going to be over 1.5 hours when I'm going to teach you how to use eBay Analytics to find trending wholesale products. I'm Nahar Geva, the CEO and founder of ZIK Analytics. ZIK Analytics is a product research and analytics tool that helped over 100,000 eBay sellers in the past 5 years. We've seen almost everything, all kind of business models, all kind of data points, and I gathered everything together and brought you here my entire experience to share with you and show you how you can find trending wholesale products. So what you're going to learn today? We're going to start with how to use category analysis to find competitors, niche, and product ideas. We're going to move on to how to analyze niches. Then find and analyze your competitors in your niche. How to do product analysis. Validate demand, competition, success rate, and unique selling proposition, plus a sourcing example from Alibaba. You're going to learn a special method on how to scale your winning products. This is one of the most effective ways to increase revenue and margins. And we're going to finish with reverse engineer your own listing to move dead stock. What you do when you have listings that are not selling, but you want to get rid of them. So let's jump into my screen and get started. Category analysis. Find sellers, niches, and product ideas. Category analysis is a great way to learn about the top selling products and competitors and get product and niche ideas for your desired category. However, it is not recommended to base your final decision on the category analysis only. We will always aim to validate product demand and competition on eBay best match result before investing in stock. So what is eBay best match result? Just to make it clear, because maybe you don't fully understand it. eBay best match result is the search results. When a buyer go to eBay and search for a specific product, for instance, a buyer want to buy reading glasses and he go and he write reading glasses into the search bar on the platform. He get the best match result. He get the search result which considered the best match result. So category analysis, and mainly when we're using it with ZIK Analytics, is where we get very broad result, lifetime data, lifetime sales, lifetime watchers, and etc. And if we want to go and invest in stock, we want to buy now in bulk and we want to sell on eBay, we want to make sure that also in the last 30 days there is demand, that also the last 30 days is generating enough demand. So we will never take a final decision based on category analysis. But the question is, what category analysis can be used for, right? So you can use category analysis to find competitors from your category or subcategory, discover top eBay sellers, discovering top selling items, and finding niche ideas. Category analysis is a great way to start when you look for something specific. For instance, you want to analyze your niche. Let's say you're selling in the fishing or sport and goods. And you want to see, okay, what are the best sellers in this niche? What they are selling? What are the best products? What are the best niches? And first you want to do competitor analysis on the category. So it's a great way to start. First of all, start with the category analysis and later on move to analyze eBay best match result. It's also great if you look for product ideas and you want to see what are the top selling products in every category or subcategory. If you will use the category research and you will do category analysis, you will see what is the lifetime top selling items, which will usually lead you to top selling products and top selling niches also in the last 30 days or in the last 6 months. Now, what is the workflow of the category research? So before I'm going to jump in and share my screen and show you how I do category analysis using ZIK Analytics and how I basically use the category analysis for all these different use cases, let me just explain you the workflow. So step number 1, you will open the category research and you search for category, subcategory, or specific keyword within the category. You'll choose it, you will click search. Once you click search, couple seconds later, the result will load, and in step number 2, you will analyze the results according to your need. So if you did category analysis because you're looking for other competitors in your niche, then you will look and analyze the competitors who are ranking on the top of the best-selling products in the category. If you just did it because you want to just learn about the top-selling products, then you will go and analyze further the products that you find in the category. Let's share the screen and move on directly to the category research tool and show you how I do it in live. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and open the category research tool. You will find it here under this icon, category research, and you just click on it. Once you're inside the category research, you have different filters and different options. First of all, you can select category and pick main category from eBay. You can go for sport and goods, and you can also manually just write any keyword you want to search within this category. Second option is to scroll down and look and browse through the subcategories. So if we go to sport and goods, let's go here to sport and goods for instance. We can pick here hunting, outdoor sports, cycling, fishing, golf, boxing, martial arts, and MMA. And if I will click more, I will see all the subcategories under sporting goods. So let's, for this case, pick the subcategory hunting. Now, when I pick the subcategory hunting, it will automatically appear here and I can move forward and click the search button. But it's important to say that according to your location and to your shipping location, you should set up your filters. So if you're selling on eBay.com, you just want to make sure you are on shipping location United States, okay? I mean, if you're selling on eBay.com and you're shipping from the United States. You will always want to analyze categories, niches, and products based on your own shipping location and where you ship the products from. And when I say your own shipping location, I mean where your product located. Because if you're an international seller who live abroad and your product's in fulfillment center in the United States, this means that your product shipped from the United States and you will pick here United States. You can also set up the settings of ZIK to automatically always have your shipping location so you don't need to set it up manually each time. You can also use the listing type, so you can choose fixed price, auction, or listings, condition, brand new and news. You can filter by price, feedbacks, and you can exclude negative phrases. So just to explain you what that means, if you want to search in the smartphone category, but you don't want to see Apple products, you can put here Apple or iPhone or any keyword you want to exclude and it will not show up in the result. Alright, so we picked sporting goods and hunting. I will click on the search button and what ZIK will do now is it will go through all the items in this category and will do the analysis and will display the top selling products. So you get the statistics above. You can see sell-through rate from the top 50 items. You can see the total listings, the sold items, the total watchers, the successful listings, and the average product price, and which category you selected. And if you scroll down, you will see here on the left side the seller information, where the seller created his account from, so the country of the account, the name which is clickable and it will open on eBay, the amount of feedbacks and how many sales he generated from this product since the product was listed to eBay. This is total sold items. If you want to analyze the seller, you can click the scan seller button. I will talk about it shortly. Now, on the right side, you see here the product information, the picture, the title. The title is clickable and it will open on eBay. How many sales lifetime, the amount of watchers, the selling price, and where the product shipped from, okay? And as I said, category research tool can be used in different way. When we do category analysis, can be used in different way. It's always important to know what we are looking for. So our first scenario was to find competitors. So let's say you are selling in the hunting niche and you want to find competitor. So as simple as is that, when you got the results here, all you need to do is click the scan seller button and it will open you your competitors, okay? And then basically you can just hit the control button on the keyboard and open a couple of them, one after another. Let's say I want to check the top 5 sellers and I want to see what they sell. And then you can go and analyze the competitors. Now ZIK have competitor research and analysis tool, and we have a complete lesson on how to use it, so I'm not going to dive in too much into the competitor research here, but you can get data from the competitors from 7 days to 30 days. It's automatically in my settings on 7 days. You can set it up in 30 days if you want. And then you can see that the top sellers in this category, in the hunting category, generate $93,000 in the last 30 days, have very good sell-through rate, have much more sales than active listing. This is why sell-through rate is so high. Have high amount of feedback scores, successful listings, almost 100%, 569 successful listings out of 793 active listings, and average selling price. And the most important, you can go through it and see what product he's selling. He's focused on the hunting niche, or maybe he's selling many kind of products, okay? And then if you like this seller, you can save him to your list. So the first use case is find competitors. It's very simple. You come to this result and you check the competitors and you go and you analyze them one by one, right? Now, the second use case is to find products. See what are the top selling products in this category. And we can see here that this one, it's adjustable spring return hunting rifle bipod sling mount, okay, 6 inch to 9 inch, sold 6,259 times lifetime, have 904 watchers and selling for $18. So first of all, we know this is the top selling product here when we look on total sold, on lifetime data. Doesn't mean it's the top selling product in the last 30 days, because maybe other products are selling very good in the last 30 days. So what we will always do when we do category analysis is we will always move forward to analyze the product on the product research tool, which analyzing the eBay best match result, what I mentioned and explained on the PowerPoint. So let's say you want to analyze this product, how we do it. So we added this shortcut here, scan product. So you will just click scan product and you will analyze this product on the product research tool. And in a few seconds, we will get the results. So we see that there is 18 listings with similar titles that come up on the search result. And the top one, this one, sold this product in the last 30 days 46 times. So this product sold in the last 30 days 46 times. Second product, which is direct competitor, sold 4 times, a bit higher price. And we have a guy here with similar products sold only 1 time. But overall, out of 18 sellers who are using similar title, this guy who was the best on the category, also the best here. And this is the products. And now we can also understand, okay, what is the demand right now? It is a hype or trend that already not exist, or it's still consistently selling. This is why I said always, after you find product here and you want to analyze him, go and analyze on the product research tool to get the full results. We're going to have in this course a complete lesson on how to use the product research tool and how to analyze the results here for different ways, for niche research, product research, etc. But I just wanted to show you how it works. The third use case here, beside looking for finding competitors, analyzing competitors, and analyzing best-selling items, it's finding niche ideas. Now, how do we find niche ideas here? It's very simple. We are like investigators, and what we are looking for is signs for demand. Now, what is the most obvious sign for demand? Sales, right? If this product sold 6,259 times lifetime, this means this product and probably the niche have a lot of demand. But how I check it? So how I get niche ideas? So what we consider niche is a couple of keywords that define the whole product niche. So for instance, here is tactical bipod. Here is a ghillie suit set, or sniper train leaf, or sniper set. I don't have much experience with hunting, so I don't really know what every keyword means here. But what you need to do is to find those keywords and then check them on the product research tool. So let's take a look on this product. Sold 2,104 times. Means a lot of demand, right? It's an archery hunting gun. Crossbow, right? So what I will do, I will copy the title like this. I will open the product research. I will put here the keywords that archery, hunting, okay, gun. Just keep it like this. I'll copy the crossbow because I'm going to use it later. So this is one phrase that I would like to analyze. Archery hunting gun. I'll hit the search button and I will check this niche. Meanwhile, I can open another product research tool and I can try crossbow gun. Or hunting gun, I can put. Okay? And hit the search term. And this is what you see. Archery hunting gun. Got 100 active listings on first page, $8,000 in revenue for this 100 active listings, 31% success rate, 263% sell rate. Don't worry about all these terms. I'm going to dive into these terms on the product research lesson. But what I wanted to show you, how by following the numbers, okay, and letting the numbers decide for me. So I see product with a lot of sales, I take the keywords that define the niche, and then I scan them on the product research. I was able to find an interesting niche with a lot of demand. Now it's not huge demand, but it's nice demand. And this one here, crossbow hunting gun, got $10,000 in sales in the last 30 days. And again, this is what I got here, right? This is what I got here. So we went through 3 use cases here. We find competitors and best sellers. We found best-selling items and analyze them. And also we found niche idea and analyze them. So actually analyzing competitors can be used in 2 different ways, because competitors is usually when we're talking about direct competitor that we want to find. But sometimes we only want to see who are the best sellers and what they are selling, just to learn from them, not because we're not competing with them. We're coming from a different starting point where we're just looking for a niche. But we can consider it all as a competitor research or finding competitors as well. It's totally fine. So this is how you use the category research tool. It's a great way to start to get some data about your niche or get data about potential niche that you want to sell in, find niche ideas, see best-selling products, and find competitor, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Niche analysis. Find sellers, niches, and product ideas. So what is a niche? We consider a niche to be 1 to 4 keywords that define a specific product niche. For example, a niche, iPhone cover. A sub-niche, iPhone leather cover. Analyzing niches can be used for various things, which I will discuss on the next slide. What can niche analysis be used for? So first of all, you can validate demand and competition and the prices in a product niche. So let's say if you want to sell iPhone covers or iPhone covers made of leather, then you can analyze this niche, see what is the demand, what is the success rate, the competition, the prices, and based on this, decide if this niche is interesting for you. The second thing it can be used for is finding products. So after we validate the niche and we say, okay, this niche have high demand, now we need to choose which product we are going to sell in this product niche, right? So once we have the results in front of us, when we analyze the niche, we can see what are the top selling products, what are the unique selling propositions, and choose a product that we want to sell or want to compete with. The number 3 is learning product USPs. So learning product unique selling proposition. So if you want to be successful selling on eBay, you want to make sure that the product you bring to the market have unique selling proposition. It must have an advantage on your competitors. Otherwise, why should the buyer will buy from you and not from your competitors? So unique selling proposition can be a lot of things, from better price to better features to even better pictures or maybe a bundle or any added value you can add to the list, to the product. Number 4 is learning how to rank our listing to the top of the search results. So obviously when we analyze the niche and when we do it with the product research tool of ZIK Analytics, we analyze the eBay best match results of this niche. Then we can see what are the top ranking products, learn from them, and try to be better than them. And this way, bring our listings to the top of the search result. And number 4 is finding top ranking competitors. So it really depends what are you target. If you are analyzing niche because you're interested in selling in specific niche and finding a product, then you will go through the process of finding the niche, validating demand and competition, finding products, learning the unique selling propositions, and then go to your supplier to source a unique product with the unique selling proposition, and then learn how you can rank it to the top of the search result. But you can also do niche analysis just to learn on your competitors and see, okay, who are the competitors ranking on the first page under iPhone covers? Now, if you're selling iPhone covers, you want to know these sellers. You want to have a long list of these sellers where you can, stay on track and see what are your competitors doing. Maybe they bring new products, maybe they change prices, maybe you can learn from them something. So this is all what niche analysis can be used for. And I'm going to go through the workflow, and then I'm going to share my screen and dive in my ZIK Analytics account to show you how we actually find niches and do niche analysis. So workflow. Step 1 is search the niche keyword on the product research tool of ZIK. So I've showed you a sneak peek in the previous video, showed you how I've taken niche idea from the category research tool and search it on the product research tool. So this is what you do. Step number 2 is analyze the results according to your needs. So if you look for validating the niche, demand, and competition, or maybe you look to find selling opportunities, validating and finding a product to sell. Maybe you just want to learn the unique selling propositions. before you go to source products from your suppliers, or you want to just analyze your competitors. So according to your need, you will need to analyze the results. I'm going to now share my screen and we're going to go through the process, and I'm going to demonstrate you each of the used cases. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we're here on the dashboard of ZIK, and what I will do, I will go to the product research tool. So I will always analyze niches and sub-niches on the product research tool. Remember, you have to set up your settings accordingly. So if you ship the products from United States, you have to choose United States. You can also analyze a specific eBay site. So I usually prefer to leave it on all locations, but there are unique cases. So you, for example, ship from China to the eBay UK website, or from China to ebay.com, or to eBay Germany. So in unique cases, you should set it up. If you just focus on your competition and on the results of product shipped from United States or from another country, just leave it on all. So I will leave it on United States. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use here the search bar and search for the desired niche. Now, if you remember, in the last video, I showed you how to find niche ideas through the category research, right? We all know what is niche right now. We all know how to use the category research to find niche ideas. But niche ideas, you can find anywhere. You can find them outside when you go to the shopping mall. You can speak to your supplier and he can introduce you a new product, and you will want to analyze the niche of this product. So just stay flexible with your mind, and remember, any product you see with a lot of sales, and it doesn't matter where you see it. You can see it on the competitor research tool, you can see it on the product research tool, you can see it on the category research tool, you can see it outside in the shopping mall or while you're speaking with your supplier. Any product that you want to analyze, or any product you see that have a lot of sales, may it be a sign for a very good niche. So be curious, and every time you see product with high amount of sale, come to the product research and analyze the niche. Let's say the niche we want to analyze right now is men watch. So I will write here men watch. Okay, very broad niche, right? So after I put men watch, I can either go and click the search button, or what I can do is I can use different filters. Now, usually if you just want to analyze niche regularly, you will just put the keyword and hit the search button after your shipping location is right. However, sometimes in unique cases, for example, if you work with a specific supplier that you know can provide you men watches starting from the price of $10, then you can use the price filter, because you don't want to get in the results all the products selling less than $15 because you buy the product for $9, right? So you can use and say, okay, I want men watch that's selling for minimum for $20, and then you get the results accordingly, okay? So this is one way to use it. Another way is to filter by feedbacks. If you don't want to compete with the big competitors, you want to see what are the small sellers are doing under a specific niche, then you can filter by feedbacks as well. And the exclude phrase, same as on the category research tool, will just filter out all the products you don't want to see in the results. So if you sell in smartphone niche, you don't want to see Apple products, you will just write here Apple. Now, let's move forward and click on the search button for the men watch niche. What ZIK will do now, pull the eBay best match result, collect all the data, all the transactions from the last 30 days, do the formulas, the calculations, and will present us the information we need to know. So let's say you want to analyze the men watch niche and you want to validate demand, competition, and prices, right? This was the first used case. So in order for you to validate demand, competition, and prices, the main part to look for is this, okay? First of all, sales earning, the revenue. The top 100 active listings generated $290,000 in sales. It's a lot. We're talking about 6,000 plus transactions, almost 7,000 transactions. $44 is the average selling price. So you know that if you get product which you can sell for less than this, now of course it's very specific, but in general, you probably have high chances to sell. The success rate is 82%, so out of 100 listings, 80 sold at least one, which is not bad. The sell-through rate is the same, 6,862%, which means on every active listings on page 1, you have 68 potential buyers, which is a lot of demand. So we all agree that there is high demand for this niche. We all agree that we validate the demand for this niche and it's high demand. In terms of competition, what I would like to look on is the success rate. So success rate is high, 82% is very good. And if I want to dive a bit deeper, I can look into the diversity pie and can see that the top, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sellers. So the top 6 sellers ranging between 13% of the total revenue to 7%, okay? It is diverse, but the top one definitely take big pie, right? Almost 50%. The top 6 take around 50% of the whole revenue, okay? Or the whole transactions. So we validated demand, we validated competition. There is definitely interest under this search term, under this niche, men watch. Now, if there are specific terms that you want to check on a monthly basis, you can click here, save search, and save it to the watch list, okay? We click save search and you will have it in the search list. Every month you can come and check it out. Now, after we validate the demand and competition, the next part comes. And the next part is finding products, and it's learning the unique selling proposition of the top selling products in the niche, right? For this, we're scrolling down. When we will scroll down, on the left side, we will see the seller information, the country of the seller, we will see the name of the seller, we'll have the scan seller button, the feedbacks, the sales, very similar to the category research tool. Then we have the picture and the title of the product, the last 30 days sales and the lifetime sales and the selling price and the shipping location. Now you will also have here the item finder, which can help you source similar product from Alibaba, and the ability to scan a specific product on the product research tool. If you hit this button, you will scan the whole title on the product research tool in a new tab. Now, when we want to look for products, there are different approaches. I'm going to give you my ideas. You can use it later and build your own methods. But usually I try to look for weak listings who still manage to rank to the top of the search result, because it will just be easier for me to compete with them. On the other hand, I also want to learn what's so special about the top sellers. It is the price, is the model. And the last thing is to learn about the top sellers is to see if there are some specific models who are repeating, okay? So I'll start from the last. Let's see if there are models who are repeating. So this is a new Bluetooth smartwatch, okay? This is a smartwatch, unbranded. It works with iPhone, with Samsung, with LG, but it's an unbranded Chinese smartwatch selling for $99, right? So 258 times, 7,321 lifetime. This is 30 days, this is lifetime. Looks very good, right? We see here this little sign say it's a Vero or risky item, and we can see that this word here marked as a Vero item. Now, because, and this is something you have to learn how to use it, doesn't mean that this is a Vero product. We mark you the keyword here so you can analyze the title and learn. Now, this is a new Bluetooth smartwatch and phone with camera for iPhone, Samsung and LG. It's for iPhone, Samsung and LG. It's not a Samsung product. If it was a Samsung product, you shouldn't sell it, but it's for, and this is why you should learn about it. Here we can see the keyword military. Military is just a risky keyword. So we just make sure you are aware. But if you see there is no a specific brand here, just the word military, and it's not a gun or something that you're not allowed to sell, it's not a problem to sell, okay? Now, I'll go through the models, and I see this is the first model. This is also... let me see. This is some smartwatch. This is more like military style. This is another one. It's the same style, just different color, right? This is a minimalist, ultra thin minimalist watch. This is another one who fit, but it's a brand, right? It's Invicta. Another one which is a tactical military style. So what we've learned that the smartwatch is doing very well here, but there is only one on the top of the search result. Then we see that there are a few military styles ones. The G-Shock is a brand, but this one is not a brand. Analog and digital, but most of them analogs. And I start to learn about which listings are ranking to the top of the search result. I want to know and understand where is the demand, what people liking, what people looking for, okay? And the next step after I learn about what styles are working best in the niche is I want to see and look for weak listings who rank to page 1. And there is few ways to do it. One way is to use the filter by amount of feedbacks. So I will click the filter by amount of feedbacks, and then I will manage to see which small seller with small amount of feedbacks managed to rank on the top of the search result and sell a lot, and what they're selling. So this guy here, 795 feedbacks, sold this branded Invicta watches. Now, if you are able to sell branded Invicta watches and this is what you want to look for, great. This guy is a beginner. I would definitely go and analyze him, definitely try to compete with him. This one here, okay, who actually managed to rank this product to the top. I think this is number 3 in amount of sales, right? 1,479 feedbacks. This is something interesting for me to see. So I'll filter again by sold in the last 30 days. And I see as this guy here with 1,479 feedback only managed to rank his product to the top of the search result, surrounded by sellers with 150,000 feedbacks, 600,000 feedbacks, 100,000 feedbacks, 300,000 feedbacks, 370,000 feedbacks. These small sellers did something special. I want to know what, and I want to try to be better than him, because if I can be better than him, it will be easier for me to compete with him than other big seller. Now, it's not a guaranteed way to succeed. I don't want you to exclude products from big sellers because you also be able to compete with the big sellers, but it just shows you that it's easier for you to compete with him, or if he managed to compete with the others, you can do it as well. And once you did it, once you find few products which are interest you, then you start to analyze them deeper, okay? Now, going to be another video where I'm going to discuss product analysis, okay, and the final product validation before we decide which product to list. And I'm going to dive a bit deeper. I don't want to make it too long here now, but the whole idea of the niche research is to validate demand and competition of the niche and look for selling opportunities in the niche. Now, this is for me a selling opportunity, even though price is $15.49. So I will try to go and bring something similar, but for a better price, or maybe create another unique selling proposition by offering a case or something like this, okay? Another way to do it, okay, this is another point I give you here, is to try to see what are the most expensive product, so filter by price, what are the most expensive product that rank to the top of the search result, that sell a lot, and what's special about them, okay? This is very random, right? Watches can be any random watch. This is very random title. We have to look into the listings and see. This is very, it's Invicta. The title is very weird. I don't know what is this top title, why it's like this. But what I want to learn, and I see, okay, which top selling prices are performing well. And I see that it's the Invicta is the branded product. So the branded product selling very well and they're expensive. And this is also something you need to consider with yourself. Are you a watch seller, or you're sourcing from China, or you sell brand, you know, all these little details are according to you. Okay, I cannot give you here example for everything because there are so many different ways. So you always have to look on the data and see how you can use it for your own advantage. Now, I showed you here how to find selling opportunities, how to analyze demand and competition. The last use case here is finding competitors. So if you are selling in this niche and you're already selling in this niche and you're now watching this video, or you join ZIK and you want to use it for your own advantage, what I highly recommend you to do is to see, okay, who is these sellers? So I'll click on the scan seller button. I'll open the top ones. I will even go deeper and search more, not just one, okay, not just 4, because it's your niche, right? And then I will try to see, okay, who are the top sellers? So this guy in the last 7 days sold $26,000 in sales. Let's scroll down and see his products. Is he watch focused? So yeah, he's kind of watch focused. He has also some other products, but he's focused on a lot of watches, right? A lot of men watches and different price. So you have knives, man watches, and some alarm clocks. Yeah, he's niche focused. And then I will find those niche focused. I will check the performance in the last 30 days, in the last 7 days, and I will decide this is a seller I want to learn from. Now, for instance, this seller with $158,000 in sales is sellers I want to learn from. Okay, he's spread his sales on multiple niches, not only watches. So it's all related, but it's still interesting for me to know. I'll click add to watch list. I'll say, can say different things like top watch sellers selling also alarm clocks and knives, right? Give it 5 stars, save it to my competitor list. Once I have it in my competitor list, I can come anytime I want to my competitor list and have it him, you see? And then I can see when it was added, what is the comment, what is the rating, and check him. Every week, every month, depends on your analysis, and you can also edit the comment, so you can write something new if you want to write when it was last time was scanned or something like this. Okay, so this is how you're gonna do it. You will analyze you will find competitors, and if the competitors are matching your niche or competitors that you want to follow, you will save them to the watch list. Again, during this course, I'll have another video, another lesson cover competitor analysis. So I'm not going to dive in too much. Just show you how to find competitors with the niche research. This seller, for instance, is not niche focused. He sells everything. Maybe it's not important for you, so you will not watch him. Okay, etc, etc, etc. So guys, this was the lesson on how to do niche research. If you have questions, you can always leave questions and we will answer your questions and we will do everything we can to help you. I'm going to move now to the next lesson. Competitor analysis. Learn your competitor selling strategies and find their best selling items. The only way to be better than your competitors is to know them. Competitor analysis is one of the oldest and strongest strategies. It's efficient, results-oriented, and easy. The advantage on eBay is that we can see the data of every seller and based on that, learn and improve. What can competitor analysis be used for? First, learn competitors' selling strategies. So you can look on other sellers and see what they're doing, how their listings look like, how they're pricing their products, how they're optimizing their title, what are their shipping policies, what are the return policies, how they create their listing templates, how they brand their store. All this information you can consume and you can learn from. If you find a successful seller, then you can also look into his selling strategies and learn from it. Then, finding competitors' best-selling items. So by using the competitor research tool of ZIK Analytics, we can first see who is the best competitor. We can see what are the performance of every competitor. And we also can see his best-selling items in the last 30 days, 14 days, 21 days, or 7 days. And if you can see what his best-selling items are, you can find his best-selling items. Number 3 is get niche ideas. So again, as I mentioned in the previous video, we can find niche ideas everywhere. We can also find niche ideas inside competitors. When we do competitor analysis, we see their best-selling items. If we see an item with a lot of sales, it's a sign for a hot niche. So we can take the keywords that define this niche and search it on the product research. And we can know how to be better than our direct competitors. So there are different ways to use competitor analysis. We can just analyze general competitors or general eBay sellers in eBay or in any eBay niche. Or we can literally see who's selling exactly the same product like us, then analyze these competitors and be better than them. Learn how to be better than them. So what is the workflow? Step 1, copy the seller's name into the competitor research tool or click the scan seller button on every product you find on the other ZIK tools. So I showed in the previous lessons where the scan seller button. In the following video, I will show you how to just copy a seller name from eBay and search it in the competitor research tool. And step number 2 is analyze the results according to your need. Whether you look for best-selling products, you look for niche ideas, or you just want to learn your competitors' selling strategies, I'm going to show everything now in the next step where I'm going to share my screen and show you how we use the competitor research tool in ZIK Analytics for every use case I mentioned in the PowerPoint. So let's start from the dashboard of ZIK Analytics. You will find the competitor research tool here on the left side, this little icon of detective. You can also find it here. So I'll click the competitor research tool and it will take me to the competitor research. Now, I will show you now 3 ways to use the competitor research tool, okay, on how you can analyze competitors. 2 of them I already showed in the previous lessons, but I will just repeat so we make sure it's clear to everyone. So any seller you find on eBay, okay, for instance, I'm watching on these listings right now and I see the seller name here. So I will just copy the seller name, go back to ZIK, paste it here and hit the search button. Now, you can choose your sales history range. You want to see sales history from the last 30 days, 21 days, 14 days, or 7 days. You can either choose here manually or go here to the competitor research settings and set up your preferred date range, okay? I just keep it on 30 days. Now you will hit the search button, and what ZIK will do is will pull all the active listings of these sellers. And remember, active listings of these sellers only. If there are ended listings, they will not show here. And will analyze the transactions, collect all the information, and will show us this seller performance. So we can see here that this seller generated $158,000 in sales in the last 30 days. He has 13,196 active listings. And out of 13,196 active listings, he sold 4,083 items. So it's 30.94% sell-through rate. This is the amount of feedbacks he has. Out of 13,196 active listings, he has 780 successful listings. And the average selling price, the general average selling price from all these 4,000 listings is 4,000 transactions is $38.78. Now, this is how we validate seller performance. So before we gonna jump into the first use case, which is learning our competitor selling strategies, we're not gonna waste time analyzing sellers with bad performance, right? So the first step will always be to validate the performance. If we see seller with very good performance, for example, this seller, which have $158,000 in sales in 30 days, which is very good, then we will say, okay, this seller is doing very well. Let's analyze his selling strategies, okay? And we will not spend time analyzing selling strategies of unsuccessful sellers. So before I'm moving forward and discussing about how to analyze and find their selling strategies, let's see two more ways to use the competitor research tool and find sellers. So the first option is from the category research tool. If you remember from the previous lesson, we discussed category research tool. So this time I run a search on watches, part and accessories. And if I will scroll here, I will see on the left side I have the seller information. I can hit the scan seller button, and ZIK will analyze this specific seller and will show me the seller here and the performance. So this is one way to use it. Another way is to find sellers when we run niche research on the product research tool. So for instance, I searched men watches, also was from the previous lesson. And when I scroll down on the results of the product research, on the left side, I will see the top selling sellers. And I will be able to click on the scan seller button and see them. Again, it will open the seller and will bring the result. So as you can see, this seller generating $556,000 in sales, guys, $500,000 in sales in 30 days is amazing, right? It's a beautiful result. And what I'm going to show you now is once you find a very good seller, let's say you're selling in the watch niche, okay? You're selling watches and you want to analyze your competitors, what are their selling strategies? And you come across this My Gift Stop. And the first things I will do is I will validate the statistics. So sellers with high sell-through rate are considered very good sellers. So the higher is the sell-through rate, the better performance this seller have in terms of performance with eBay algorithm. However, the final and most important thing is the revenue, because by the end of the day, this is what we count in the bank, right? How much money and profit we make, how much sales we generate, how much profit we make. So I will first look on the revenue. If the seller have high revenue, I will analyze the rest. So with this seller have $500,000 revenue, 55% sell-through rate. So half of his active listings sold at least one time. Or it's not that half of his active listings sold at least one time, sorry. It's that he generated 8,000 transactions. So 8,412 transactions is 55% of 15,000 active listings, 15,337. He have 985 successful listings. So actually we're talking about only even less than 10% success rate. He have 109 feedback score. Feedbacks will always tell us how long this seller is selling on eBay. So it'll give us a perspective on is this seller is long time on eBay or not. And the average selling price, which will always determine is this seller focused on high ticket items, high selling prices or not. You will see that a lot of sellers selling only high ticket items. For instance, if this seller, okay, let's analyze these sellers and say, if this seller is average selling price will be only $10, the revenue will only be $84,000. So his strategy is to sell high ticket items, okay? He's selling high ticket items. Average selling price of $66 is high ticket items. So what I will do now after I've validated the statistics and I see his average selling price and learning from it is I will just scroll down to see the product he's selling. So the first selling strategy I learned, his what price he focused on. So he focused on high ticket items, average selling price $66. The second thing will be to look on the listings. Now, this is a niche seller. As you can see, he sells only watches. So we understand he's a niche seller, focus on high ticket items and focus on men watches. And they're all branded. So maybe he's an authorized dealer. So according to you and to your niche and to what you look on your competitors or what you look to learn from your competitors, you have to decide, is a seller who sells brands is good for me to learn from or not? Because he's definitely selling a lot because he sells brands. Brands have high demand. It's over eBay. It's over the eBay search engine algorithm. People know this brand exists, they go and they search for it. This is not just selling random products, okay? So you will need to decide for this. But we can definitely see that he sells brands, he focuses on the man watch niche, and his average selling price is $66, okay? Good. The next step to analyze selling strategies is outside of ZIK. You will open one of his listings or a couple of his listings and you will see how he built his listings. You will see how he built his titles. If his product in the catalog or not. You see this product is in the eBay catalog. If he's creating discounts or not. These are all strategies, okay? What is shipping he offers? Free standard shipping. He don't offer expedited shipping. What is the returns? He offers 60 days returns. Another part, again, part of his strategies. And you will write down a list of all these things. Now, let's say if you competing directly with someone who sells Invicta watches, you want to be better than him. You want to at least adapt his selling strategies or even have a better selling strategies. So returns, he used the maximum 60 days return, but if you can have faster shipping or better prices or better titles or add your product to the product catalog, you want to do all these kind of things. The next things I like to do is look on the shipping and payments here and see if we can see how many handling time he offers. So he offers 1 day handling time, okay, which is good. He offers also paid expedited shipping. Good. And the next thing is to look on the description and see how is his item specific, product information, and how his description look like. And you can learn a lot from this. For instance, he used very simple description, as you can see. Title, description, very simple, very simple. And he write here his advantages, competitive advantages, and he allow you to click on different categories and browse his store. So you can learn, this guy work with very simple template. He's trying to drive the traffic from here to different categories. He highlight his best advantages, like worldwide shipping, fast delivery, best price, and 100% authentic and warranted. And he used very simple description with main title followed by description, okay? So this is what we can learn about this guy's selling strategy. So this is what you need to do. If you find a competitors and you want to be better than him, you need to first of all find who are the best competitors in your niche. And I showed you how to do it in the previous lesson. And you collect the list of all these sellers, you analyze their performance, you pick the one with the top performance, you go, you see what is their best selling items, what are the prices they focus on. You go, you open the listings, you see their titles, description, shipping, returns, if they offer a special price, etc., etc., etc. And that's it. You learn from this and you see what you can apply on your business, okay? So this is the first use case, is learning from other competitors, their selling strategies. The next use case is finding their best selling items. Now, this is very simple because let's go for this seller, for instance. We analyze this seller. We know that he's very good, right? $158,000 sales. His average selling price is $38. 30% sell-through rates, also very good. Now, scrolling down here, I can see his top selling items, the titles, when the product was uploaded to eBay, how many sales in 30 days and lifetime sales, and what is the selling price. And we can either just say, oh, I can sell similar product to this, let's try to sell it. And then you can use the item finder that will find similar product on Alibaba. So I will click here and it will find similar product on Alibaba. And as you can see, we managed to find similar product on Alibaba, almost similar, I would say, selling for $5, $6, and etc., etc. So this is part of the sourcing, which I will cover in the next lessons, okay? But one thing is just to go and try to bring similar products. Another thing, which brings you to the next use case, is find niche ideas. Let's say I have a watch shop, Okay, and now came across this seller. And I see that this seller also sells alarm clocks. Now, watches and alarm clocks can go together in a shop, right? It's under the same niche, under the same, I wouldn't say a niche, but under the same general category, right? So what I can do is I can try to see, let's check first if this niche worth the investment, worth my time. So I can come here and say digital alarm clock, copy these keywords, open the product research, and put here digital alarm clock, and click the search button. And then if the niche is good, very well done, I can proceed with niche analysis, similar to what we showed on the previous lesson, okay? And as you can see here, digital alarm clock generate $22,000 in sales, 80% success rate on page 1, $13 average selling price, and we can easily go and see what are the best selling products. But as I mentioned, I'm not going to cover again niche analysis. We focus on competitor analysis. If you want a refreshment, you can watch the previous video. So I showed you how you analyze the seller, finding his selling strategies, finding his best selling products, and also getting niche ideas. Now, it's different when you're just trying to explore a niche and you just try to see what are the competitors are selling to when you try to analyze or try to research direct competitor. When you research direct competitor, you will be more aware for the prices, if he sells similar products to you, what is his shipping speed, returns, and all these kind of things. But overall, I covered everything you need to know about competitor analysis. And honestly, I believe every seller, okay, on eBay and in the world in general, online, who could have the ability to see what his competitors are selling should take it with two hands and check the competition on a weekly or monthly basis and do competitor analysis and get ideas and learn from competitors. Believe me, people who are selling in the physical world, and let's say they have a shop in the shopping center, they can see what other competitors in the shopping center are doing. They don't have to analyze their performance. They cannot see the best selling items. They cannot see their selling strategies. They don't have this information. They just go and they're completely blind. They have to test the market one by one. Here, when we're selling online, when we're selling on eBay, we have huge advantage getting access to this data. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Product analysis. Validate demand, competition, prices, success rate, and unique selling proposition. Analyzing a specific product before investing in stock is crucial. We want to make sure we are not gambling our business away by selling products without demand, wrong prices, or with too much competition. A quick analysis can save you a lot of time and money. The difference between product and niche analysis is how specific we are. For example, if the niche is iPhone cover and we only search iPhone cover on ZIK Analytics, a product research will be a complete title or the UPC, the unique product manufacturer number. See example, liquid silicone case for iPhone 13, 12, 11, Pro Max, 8, 7, XR, XS, X, SE, back phone cover. This is a complete eBay title that I brought as an example. And I just wanted to show you the difference between when we analyze a niche to a product, because it's a different result and the numbers will be displayed a bit differently, and we will need to consider the numbers in a different way as well. What can product analysis be used for? So, validating the demand of the product, finding the unique selling proposition, the USP, increasing the success rate, making sure we're listing product that will actually sell, and learning about the competition and the prices. So eventually, when you want to find and sell a successful product, you need to make sure all these things exist. So you need to make sure that there is demand for the product. You need to make sure you bring product to the market with unique selling propositions. Something about your product or listings is better than your competitor. You need to make sure that you did everything you can to increase your success rate. And these are a couple of things. First of all is having a good, strong, unique selling proposition. Second is make sure that this niche competition is not too strong, and is making sure you are listing it with the right prices. And this is the last things I wrote, is learning about competition and prices, because eventually it's all come together to the same thing. It's like a puzzle. We are building a puzzle, and our product puzzle need to have all the elements, all the parts which will complete as a great product to sell. Product with high chances to succeed. So what is the workflow? It's very simple. So step one, it will be to search the product title or the UPC on the product research tool. So the same as we did niche research, but this time we will search the whole title, or if it's a specific product, just the UPC number, the manufacturer number. And step two is analyze the results according to your need. Now, usually when we do product analysis, it's the final step before listing the product. It's the final step before buying stock. So if you are going to buy a product and then find a product and then source this product from Alibaba, you need to take care of all these things in consideration. I'm going to now share my screen and I'm going to show you an example on product that I found and how I do all these things, how I validate the demand, validate the success rate, find a product with unique selling proposition from my suppliers. For this example, I will use Alibaba, sourcing from Alibaba. Now, of course, you can source from any manufacturer or suppliers you have. And then, of course, making sure I'm better than my competitor, have a better pricing, better listings, better title. And all this analysis require more than just using ZIK Analytics. It's also about analyzing the listings of your competitor on eBay, and I will show you how to do it. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do now is to continue from the same place where I stopped on the previous video with the niche research. So I'm inside the product research, and if you remember, we analyzed the niche men watch, right, on the last video. It was a niche analysis training, and we analyzed the niche men watch. Now, I want to continue from the same place where I stopped because I want you to see the process. Eventually, you will analyze niche, you will then pick a product, and then you will analyze a product. Now, sometimes you will just start directly from product, but I don't want you to miss the connection between niche analysis, niche research to product analysis. So I'll hit here, men watch search, and what will happen now? ZIK will analyze the eBay best match results, as you know, and will show us the statistics of this niche. Now, I'm making this video a couple of days later, so numbers here might be a bit different from the previous video. So we can see that, yes, this is an amazing niche, almost $300,000 in sales, $45 average selling price, 77% success rate. We went through the statistics in the previous video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to pick a product. Now, one of the products that I liked here last time was this fashion military men's spot digital quartz analog waterproof wristwatch USSTO, right? This product sold 191 times in the last 30 days, 1,125 times lifetime. It's sold by sellers with 1,493 feedbacks. This is one of the reasons that I liked it. It has high demand. The price here is $15, is higher than the other generic watches here, which selling for $9, etc. And it's sold by seller who is quite beginner, but still managed to rank the product very high. This means that for this fashion military men's sport digital watches, there is demand, right? There is demand. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to either copy the full title or just click here the scan product. I decided that this is the product that I'm interested in, right? So I'll click the scan product button and I'll see the results when analyzing the complete title. So when analyzing the complete title, we have only 2 sellers who use exactly same title. Only 2 active listings. One sold something, the other one sold nothing, okay? What I will do next is I will cut a bit the keywords and I will try to identify what are the important keywords here. So it's a military men's sport digital quartz analog waterproof wristwatch, right? So I'll just keep this and I'll hit the search button again. I remove the fashion keyword, I remove some keyword from the beginning. I want to get some more results, but not shorten the title too much to be as a niche. Now take a look, when I shortened the title a little bit, but still kept the main keywords, we got 100 results, we got 1,103 sold items, $15.48 is the average product price, we have 70% success rate, 1,103 sell-through rate, and $16,000 revenue. And this is only one product, one title, okay? Now, what I will do, I will scroll down to analyze the results. Now, it is important for me to say that you will not always see such a great numbers for a specific product. It may be much lower. The success rate can go low as 20%. If it's lower than 20%, I wouldn't deal with it. If it's 20% and more, I will deal with it. Sell-through rate can go down to 100%, 200%. Usually for products, I prefer to have around 200% sell-through rate. Now, again, I don't want you to stick to this number and just, like blindly say, if these numbers are not here, I'm just giving up, because you have to also take in consideration profit margins and stuff like this. For example, if you find a product with very high profit margins, even if the demand is a bit lower, it's still worth selling it, because even if you will just sell it 2-3 times per month, it will still bring you high profit margins, right? So we have to look on the full picture and take everything in consideration. Now I will scroll down and I will see what are the models, what are the top sellers, and how I can find an example with unique selling proposition. So we see prices are very similar to each other with this title. There are no branded, almost no branded here, man. This is maybe Smile Man Military. This may be a brand, but the rest are not branded here. And even if this is brand, it's not like some known brand, at least from my experience. And I see what are the top selling ones. So there's this classic G-Shock style one, another classic G-Shock style. This is more like squarish, another squarish, another G-Shock style. And this is digital one, another squarish one, another digital squarish. And I can see that the one with the G-Shock style, this kind of military styles work very well. It works very well, right? I see a lot of from this brand as well, by the way, Smile. Interesting. So I first observe shortly and I see, okay, there are different colors, there are different styles, but they're all kind of like similar. Then we have this one, which probably makes no sense because it's not really military. And I first learn about, just scroll through all of them and learn with my own eyes what works. Now, another things I like to filter here is to see what are the top the most expensive one that sell very well. So we see this squarish one sell for $18. Then we have this one here, sold, but only sold twice for $49, so it's less exciting, right? This one sold 10 times for $18. So we know that people for the square one will pay a bit more, $3 more. And for the normal style, people will pay around $15.49. And we know that the average is $15.48. So we know that we need to find products where we can sell it around $15. If we get it for less, even better. If we get it for more, is another story. But if we sell it for more than $15.48, we need to have another advantage. It's not just enough to sell it. So maybe if we sell it with a case or with some cleaning equipment, whatever, okay? Just some ideas on how to create unique selling proposition. But first step was to validate demand. This product have amazing demand. This title drive a lot of traffic, right? This is $16,000 for one title with 100 results. Very good, 70% success rate is very good. We validated demand, we validated the success rate, $16,000 in sales. This is a great product in terms of demand and competition. And now, next step will be learn the unique selling proposition by observing all the listings, trying to understand the features and stuff, etc. Now, if you're coming from the menu, from the watch niche, probably you know already. You have different like analog, chronograph, waterproof, with LED lights, without LED lights, measuring different things, etc. And it's easier for you to decide. It's easier for you to know how you can be spatial. If you're completely new to the market, you will need to make a further research, really understand the market and the need before you pick a product. Now, from what I see, after analyzing this, what I will do is I decided to go and try to source this product because the statistics are amazing. So I moved to the next step. So after validating demand, competition, success rate, and learning the unique selling proposition, the next step will be to complete the decision is by looking on my supplier and making sure I can find product with the relevant sourcing price so I can sell it for this amount for around $15 and still make profit. And what I will do, I will open here two listings. So I'll open this one and I will also open this one. Okay, so I'll have these two listings on eBay and I will investigate them a little bit further before I'm going to source. So I see this guy is selling this very basic style, clean color, only one color. Okay, this is black with gold, white, and he's selling in variation. And he sold a lot lifetime, a lot in the last 30 days. I can also look in his listing and see it's a very rich item specific. The picture is not loading here, but very simple description with a lot of pictures. And we can look on the shipping and payments. So he have free shipping, standard shipping from the United States. And handling time usually ships within the same day. Very fast handling time, okay? Return policy 30 days. So I'm learning everything about this product. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, first of all, if I buy stock and hold it in my inventory, can I have this shipping? Before I even go and sourcing the product, can I have such a fast shipping? Can I have same-day shipping? Let's say yes. Can I have 30 days return? Can I have 60 days return? Boom, I have another advantage if I have 60 days return, right? And what else? Can I use standard shipping? Can I maybe ship with expedited shipping? If I can have expedited shipping, is another advantage on my competitor. If it's only standard shipping, then I stick to only standard shipping. But overall, I validated that I can have at least same service like my competitor, okay? Item specific, I can have similar or almost same. Description, I can have better than him, definitely. So all these things work. His pictures are good gallery pictures, and you have a variation listings, which is an advantage. It's an advantage if I'm competing under these keywords to have variation listings, because first you answer need of more buyers, because if someone come in and like pink, he will buy pink, and if someone come in like this color, he will buy this color, okay? This is very important to understand. If you will only have a single listings, you will have less sales than someone with so many listings. And if you have less sales, you will get lower ranking with the time, okay? Let's look on this guy. This guy is selling a bit cheaper than this, $14.99. But again, it's quite similar style, but what we see here that only the watch itself is black, and then the bracelet, the wristwatch, it's the strap, the wrist strap is in a different color sometime. So it's pretty similar, but just a little bit different designs here. You know, it has its own style, but I would say it's the same type with his own style. Inside, they look a little bit different, okay? However, he's also working here with variation, and it makes sense why. If you want to get to the top, you need to work in variation. And when you understand this, now when you understand how variation is important, when you go to source products, you're not going to source just one color. You need to get, like, let's say 10 pieces from every color to have good listings, right? Next things is, again, to observe his item specific. Description is very simple. By the way, I very much like this very simple description. Okay, only text. Standard shipping, 30 days return, usually ships within 3 days. So you can be better than him for sure if you can ship within the same days or only 1 day. So here you can have another advantage. You can have faster handling time, faster return policy. And this way you already start to learn how you can be better than your competitors. So after I analyzed these two listings, so I took this one as an example and this one as an example, which are from the same niche, I can start my sourcing. If you want to take it to the next level, then you can also try analyze this and see, okay, what this guy's offer, what is his price. So this guy's selling more expensive, $17.49, and he's only selling one model. It's still successful. You have discount on quantities, volume pricing, very good item specific, simple description, and you have standard shipping, and you offer also expedited shipping from extra cost, and you have 1 day delivery. So you can learn like this a little bit more. Now, of course, eventually after you bring the product, you will want to also optimize your titles and SEO and etc. and all these things, but we will discuss it on another video. Now, after I looked into this product, learn the unique selling proposition, learn what's special about these listings, and learn that variation, very important, color differences, very important. Learn about their shipping and handling time and return, and learn, okay, how can I be better in this field? Now it's time to go to source and see how I can be better on the product level, okay? So I'll go back here and I can just use the Alibaba item finder to find those items or any items I want. The Alibaba item finder will use the image to search this image on Alibaba and help me find the product. It's not the only way to source. I'm going to show you how I use the item finder. I'll also show you how I do it manually, because when you want to source something really good, you need to dig very deep. So let's click here. The item finder will try to find similar products on Alibaba, and it actually find even the same brand. It's probably some Chinese brand. And we have it here. Now, if you would want to sell the exact same item, you probably be able, because I don't think this brand is protected. You can get it for around $5.85. Product selling for $14.99. It will leave you with $6.74% profit before all the expenses. So the profit will be much lower. I usually, before I dive into deep analysis, okay, and deep calculations on how to see if this product profitable, I usually want to have like the sourcing price is maximum third of the selling price. So $5 out of 15 is good, okay? Here we have $4.06 out of 15, it's good, I will check it out. So I will move now and search it inside Alibaba. I will click here on search by photo on Alibaba. And I will also go back here and remember the keywords. So it's men's, so I will copy the whole title basically. And let's see what we found on Alibaba. So when we searched the image on Alibaba, we found a lot of similar products. And now basically on Alibaba, we can filter the results to get verified sellers. but I'm going to open Alibaba a new page and I'm going to search myself. I want military men's sport waterproof watch. Okay, that's it. I want to keep it broad. I want to go through everything. So after I did this search, I start to get many different ones, you see? And I guess this one here with a smile can also have a different brand here if you want to rebrand it. Second thing is what I will do here is I will say I want sellers which are trade assurance and verified. This way I deal only with sellers who are verified on Alibaba. Now I have different ones. Now let's take a look at this, for example. It's $5 per one. Okay. It's $5 per one. It has all the colors. It's selling here for, if you got 100 pieces or more, you will pay $5. And guys, this is before negotiation. You can negotiate with him, okay? It will be $5. And this is actually just very same of what we found here. Okay? These are pretty same, right? These are, it's exactly same. Look. Here I can get it for $5, 57 cents. Here it's $15. I probably would be able to make around $3 profit here. I'm not going to dive into the profit calculations. Every country is different. You need to take tax, imports, packing, shipping in your country, all these things. So you will need to, think big and do this by yourself. Take everything in consideration. How much will cost you 100 piece here? How much will cost you to ship it to you? How much will be the import tax? There is any other expenses, the packing later, etc., etc., etc. Now also which packing you want it to have. Maybe you want it to have with a beautiful packing, with not, etc. So the basic things will be to find same products or maybe similar product, okay? Now I want to open this one here or this one here to show you that we can also bring something new to the market, okay? So these ones have different style, right? And we have them, this one inside, have like some different colors inside. So you can try to have a combination of colors that not exist on eBay. You can try to have different style like this one, which is digital. Okay, it's combination of the style people like, that we saw people like, with a digital lock, and it's not expensive. It's $4.76 for 100 pieces. So you need to find this unique selling proposition. This is another one, very good one. This is also another one, looks very good one, and bring something else, something unique, something different, and try to add value on top of it, because we already know there is demand, we know which keywords to use, we know which prices people are looking for. Now, what we need to do is to find something we can sell for the right price and make sure it have unique selling proposition. Either unique color, unique model, unique style that not exists on eBay, maybe a packing, maybe cleaning materials, anything that will show that your listings have an extra value. We all agree, by the way, that we need to have variation if we want to, have an advantage. And I would easily go for one listings like this, or the 100 pieces. Okay, try to negotiate the price down and maybe even bring the same one, exactly same one. Okay, but see which add-on I can add. Maybe bring it with a box, maybe bring it with cleaning materials. And for this, I will just open another page on Alibaba and I write here, watch cleaning tools or cleaning set. Okay, and try to see very cheap things, because okay, you see what we have here? Here's a cleaning watch, friend installation kit. And these are expensive stuff. I'm not looking for this expensive stuff. I'm looking just for the little stuff, which costs few cents, just few cents. This is this thing, this is this glove, this is this spray, and look for something that I can bring, add to the set that will increase the value, but will be very small amount of money for me. This is very interesting, it's very cheap. So it's a cleaning watch environment installation kit. It's cost 0.06 cent, guys. This will have no impact on the price, but on the listings will look very nice, which will be a watch plus cleaning kit, okay? And other things you can try, this is just out of my creativity, is watch box. Let's see how much this will cost. And make some, so this is 88 cents, this box, this is 99 cents, so it will increase your price in $1 only. This is $2, and I will try to find again something which will not cost too much. Oh, this is actually beautiful. This box is beautiful. Take a look, guys. It's 27 cents, for one piece, I guess you will need to negotiate it because probably it's not so easy, but these guys have a lot of packing. And then you can have the watch inside beautifully like this, the watch you want to have, and then on eBay image, you can display it with a box, with a cleaning kit, and bam, you have listing with variation, with all the extra add-ons, you sell for the same price, you bring unique selling proposition to the market with a great price, to a market with a niche and product with high demand. You will be successful, no doubts. I hope, guys, you find this video valuable. I did everything I can to teach you and give you all my experience and tools and strategies to succeed on eBay. And the next 2 lessons are very important. I'm going to teach you very special strategies to move inventory fast and to scale your winning products, which is very powerful and very valuable. Scale your best-selling products. How to use our own products data to generate more sales and profit. Scaling our best-selling products is the key for scaling smartly. In this lesson, I will show you how you can do it with reverse engineering and achieve full domination under specific search terms. The logic behind the strategy: if you have one listing that generates a high number of sales, that means that the listing ranks high under relevant search term. If the listing is ranking high, that means that the title you created drives relevant traffic and the product and the price match the buyer's need, so they hit the buy now button and purchase the product. But if you will notice, out of X amount of page views, only Y amount of purchases. So let's say you had 10,000 page views and only 50 or 100 purchases. It will never have a 100% conversion. Why? And the reason is they didn't like the color, or maybe it's the price, or the style, or the model, or they look for bigger quantity or different size. So after we identify these products and source and list similar variations, we gain 2 powerful advantages. 1, we offer more options to our buyers and cover more demand. 2, we will have more listings on the top of the search result, which means if a buyer using this search term, for instance, search for gaming keyboard, he will see more of our listings, and this will result in more traffic, sales, and profit. So what is the workflow? Step number 1, spot your best-selling products. Step number 2, source and list similar products to your store using a similar title. For example, different color of the product, size, quantity, model, design, style, or brand. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take all what we discussed here and I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how I implement it into real practical example. So we are inside ZIK. Now I understand that this presentation I just did may be a little bit overwhelming, a lot of information. Maybe you couldn't understand fully what I mean when I say and talk about scaling new products, bringing something similar with different color. So now in the share screen, I will just make it clear for you, okay? I'm going to give live examples. I'm going to show you sellers who already use this method. I'm going to show you how effective is this method. So I prepared one seller here for the example. This seller, I know he used this method, okay? And I want you to look on these sellers and consider this as yourself. So I will show you the actions this seller did, and then you will see how you can use it for yourself. So I'll run search on these sellers in the competitor research tool. Usually what you do, instead of putting your store here in competitor research tool, you either check in the store analytics, which is here to see your own store, or you are looking inside eBay and you see what is your best selling products, right? So the flow will be to look for the products with the highest amount of sales. So for instance, if you have one product like this man watch who sell 29 times in the last 30 days, you understand that you find the product that get a lot of traction. Now is the time to do reverse engineering. Why? How this product do so well? Why this product do better than the others? Is it maybe ranking higher on the search result under a specific search term? So what you're supposed to do is to open the product research tool, okay, and copy the title of the product, or maybe even just the keywords that define the product. So I will go here on all location, or keep it on China for in case, because this seller is dropship from China. And I will keep here the keyword ultra thin minimalist watch. That's it. This is the keywords that define this specific product. Ultra thin minimalist watch, and I'll hit the search button. Now what happens is basically we see the eBay best match results on product shipped from China under this search term. Now you do the same things based on your own shipping location, based on your own product information. Okay, now what we can see when we scroll down, remember that this seller, his name is Yasatar, this seller is here, okay, and his product is the fourth top selling products on eBay under this search term, shipped from China. Now we understand, okay, now we understand that these products have the right keywords, the right title, you have the right price, the right picture. This is what people look for when they search for thin minimalist watch or minimalist watch or ultra thin watch, right? This is what they're looking for. Now, I want to show you and explain you that if this product doing so well for you, let's say this is your own product and it's doing so well, and you know this title doing so well, now is your time and go and bring similar products which can use almost same title and start list them to this product, to this to eBay, to this search term. Why? Because imagine you have here more than one listings. You have a couple of listings. You will probably make more sales, right? Let me prove you this and show you what this seller is doing. So I just put here the word watch, and you can see that this seller have 1, 2, 3, 4 watches. They're all thin minimalist watch, thin minimalist watch, thin minimalist watch, thin minimalist watch. Okay, all of them generate sales. These are just 30-day sales, so the first product generate 29 sales, 2 sales, 1 sales, 1 sales. But if you look on the lifetime sales, 869 sales, 59 sales, 81 sales, 27 sales. Why so? Because he know which title drove traffic and generate sales for this product. So now he took this title and he used it on more. And he just tweaked the titles a little bit so it will fit every different watch. And if I will go here under the search term ultra thin minimalist watch and I will look for this seller, what I can see here, I can see that we have Yasatar here with one product. I can see he have another product here, right? And probably he had more product in the past. So what we learn here, that if you find one product that do well, you found one product in your store that do well, you go and list similar products with similar titles, and this way you already know that your titles generate traffic. Okay, you already know this. So you use the title that proved to work, you know which pricing approximately to put, so you will not go and list products for $500. You know that you need to keep it around $13, and this is what this guy did. 13, 12.99, 13, and 21. And in this way, you will also be able to increase your profit because you might be able to source products which actually cost much lower, but you can still price them high because this is the market price. So this is the whole strategy, simple. What you do, you open your store, you go to your store analytics here, okay? Open store analytics here. This is how the store analytics on ZIK Analytics will look like. Let's give it just a couple of seconds to load. You scroll down to your top selling products. You see what are the top selling products in terms of transactions and in terms of revenue, okay, with these two things. And then what you do next is you start to go for similar product. Now I know this is top selling product. I'm going to go and look for similar products with different color, different style, different variation, everything. I know this shirt's working very well. I'm going to go and look for similar products, okay? Now, if you want to see an example on how to look for similar product, just to give you an example so you physically understand, let's open Alibaba here. Let's just put here thin minimalist watch to search similar product. And now I start to see different products. And now I see the prices here. I see prices everywhere, and I need to look for for products which will fit the criteria. It has to fit the criteria. So they have to look actual thin. I'm not going to bring this one and try to sell under this keyword. You need to match between the traffic to what they're looking for, between the audience and the buyers to what they're looking for. And if you know that this product did very well, you have to look and observe on the style, on the model, on the picture, and see how you can bring something which is following the same things, like it's thin, it's minimalist, but have a different look, a different brand, maybe different strap, maybe different colors, etc., etc., and start to list it to your store with almost similar title. While you're only changing one keyword, maybe the color, maybe anything material or something like this, that's it. I hope you guys found it valuable, guys. Thank you so much. I wish you best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Reverse engineering to move dead stock. How to get rid of dead stock using data analysis. Dead stock is a problem every business has. Not all our products sell, and it's totally fine. But moving dead stock is crucial for our cash flow. How do we do it? In this lesson, I will show you how you can reverse engineer your dead listings and learn what actions you can take to help you get rid of them. So how you can move your stock? What actions you can take in order to make those listings that are not selling to eventually sell? You can change price, you can change in keywords, make change in keywords, you can relist them, and you can sell them in auctions. These are the different actions you can take in order to get rid of your dead stock. You should definitely do this kind of thing. So let's say you list products to your eBay store and you see that there are a couple of products that haven't sold in the past 6 months, and you feel and understand that it's time to move them, to sell them, to free your inventory, right? To free space in your warehouse and to collect some cash. So these are the things you can do in order to make them sell. And I'm going to also share my screen soon and show you how we find out which action we need to take. So what is the workflow? Step number 1, search the product title in the product research tool. If there are no results, shorten the title. So you find a product in your store that haven't sold for 6 months and you understand that you need to sell it in order to free space in your inventory or in order to generate for your cash flow. You take the title of this product to the product research tool in ZIK, you paste it there and you click search. If there is no result, you will shorten the title and search again. Step 2, after you get the result, you will learn your competitors' prices and keywords. You will be able to see if you're using the right keywords. You will be able to see if you're selling it for the right price, and then you will be able to take the action. Step 3, after you figure out what you need to change, you will edit your listing. So you can give it like stages. So stage number 1, you will just take the specific listings, maybe edit the title a bit and reduce the price. You will give it a couple of days, maybe a week. If after 1 week there is no sale, you will end these listings and you will relist it. If you relist it and gave it another 2-3 weeks and there was no sale, then it's time to just list it as an auction. And this is only in case you don't have any other way to get rid of it and you really need to get rid of it. You can just start with a very low price on auction and let people bid it. Maybe you will not make profit, but you at least generate some cash or cover your cost. I'm going to share now my screen and I'm going to show you how I actually go through this process using ZIK Analytics. And I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks you need to know for tweaking, optimizing, and editing your listings so you can move your dead stocks and generate some cash flow. Alright guys, so we're inside ZIK. And I prepared 2 listings here to reverse engineer to show you what actions we can take to sell them. So the first one is this new Aula wired LD backlight gaming keyboard. So it's a wired LD backlight gaming keyboard. It's selling for $29.44 and it's never sold. It has 0 sales. Now, what I want you to do is to think like this is your own product, okay? I'm just showing you the example what you have to do if you have listings that never sold or that have been sold for a while but stopped selling for a long time. So let's say this is the listing. This is one of the listings from your own stores, from my store, for example, and we're going to now analyze it and see, we're going to reverse engineer it and see what actions we can take to sell it. The second product is here. It's another RGB gaming keyboard selling for $58.47, but let's start with the first one. So first step will be, as I mentioned in the workflow, copy the title, go here to the product research tool and paste it here and hit the search button. You first of all want to see if there are more people selling it under a similar title and if it comes up in the search result. Now, in this case, I've searched this title and there is only 1 listings coming in the search result, which is the one that we have here, right? So this may happen a lot and it can give you two reasons it happens. 1, there is no more people selling this kind of products, which is less likely. 2, your title is built in a way that only these listings come in the result. And we usually would prefer not to be the only one that ranking under this title if it's not a unique product that you're the only selling. Now, gaming keyboards, more people selling, right? So when I would search the title, I would expect more things to come in the result. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clear all the keywords that are unnecessary. So we have wired LED backlight gaming keyboard. 104 QWERTY keys, I can just, try to first shorten it like this and hit the search button again. Now what I will see, I will try to see if there is more listings come in the search result and what are the prices and extra. So you see when I've shortened the title to wired LED backlight gaming keyboard 104 QWERTY keys, I already got 100 results. Out of 100 results, 62 sales, only 11% from the total, from the results selling, which means only 11 listings from 100 sold at least one in the last 30 days. And the average price is $16. Now our average price here is $29.44. And this is probably one of the reasons. Okay, so first reason was that probably our title here is too complicated. And what you learn is that you will need to change the title. Second action, you learn that you may need to decrease your price. But before we decide, let's scroll down and see the result. So we see that this product here, which comes with a mouse, selling for $12.99. Then we have another one here selling for $20, also come with a mouse. We have another one here, which comes with a mouse and with headset selling for $24. Another one selling for $22. We are here selling only a keyboard, only just a keyboard for $29. So before we decide what we're gonna do, we already understand we may need to decrease the price. Now this is already depends on your calculations and how much you're willing to lose, because maybe 29, it's already very small profit. Now it depends on a lot of things. If you really need to move the stock and you really need to generate cash flow and free space in your inventory, then you may sell it for loss even, okay? Or maybe sell it in break even. But once we understand the prices here are much lower, okay, we understand that we need to do something about the price. Now there is one here that sells for $30, this one. It's only a keyboard, okay? It's only a keyboard and it's sold one time in the last 30 days. So at least we have one which we understand that at least sold in similar price like us. So what I will do in this case, I will copy the title of this guy, okay? I will copy the title of this guy. Maybe remove some keywords which not defined in mine, okay? Maybe this is mechanical one considered, this is not considered mechanical one, even though you can still have it because people will see the picture and will decide if they want to buy it or not. But I will try to compete with this guy on the traffic because he managed to sell it for $30. In this case, I will not need to reduce price much. So you can maybe reduce the price in $1 more and then try to compete on this title. So you copy this title, you put this title on your own listing and you tweak it a bit. And you can do it with the title builder. Now, if you want to learn more about listing optimization, we have another complete course, free course on how to optimize your listings. So you can go and watch this course as well. I'm going to give you just a short example how I'm going to use this title to use on my listings. Okay, so I will put here, I'll go to the title builder, I will put here gaming keyboard is the general niche, right? And then I will get the results of all the top selling long tail keywords, okay? Then I will paste it here and I will start to remove all unnecessary things. So we have RGB mechanical gaming wired keyboard, 3 LED backlight, app switch, USB for PC, okay? Now we have to make sure all these things exist on ours, okay? We have to make sure so you don't use something which is not make sense, but I think they have USB, they have everything basically. Let's see how many lights they have. They have cable, 6 feet, they have let's see if they say how much lights, 3 colors backlights. So it's basically the same, 3 LED backlights, RGB mechanical unit, 3 LED light. You have the switch to turn it off, USB for PC. So basically this title are perfect, right? And they have 3 characters left here. So maybe what you can do, you can remove the switch and the app because these are not keywords. And then you can look for other keywords to add to your listings or just maybe bring something from your own listings. For example, the 104 QWERTY. Or you can just say that the cable, the wire is 6 feet. So you can do like this 6 feet because this is not a search keyword, but it definitely can attract buyers if they look for long cable for their keyword. Okay, this is the advantage of this product. So what we did, we clean it. We put RGB mechanical gaming, 6 feet wired keyboard, 3 LED backlight, USB for PC, and then you can add also here for Windows PC gamers or for PC and gamers if there is enough space, and you're good to go. Or you can look for some keyword here and see if you can find something. Let's see, just one keyword, desk, large desktop. You can also add the keyword desktop, by the way. This will definitely give you more traffic, because desktop is some, maybe people search for keyboard for desktop, for example, okay? So now you get an optimized title, you optimize your title, and you can put it on this listing. So the first step will be to edit this title, put it here, maybe change the price a little bit. Give it another week. See if you start to get more views, if you start to get traction. If you don't get any traction, I will end the list and relist it with a new title. If you see it's still not happening, I will reduce the price even more. Even if I'm losing, but I need to generate cash and free space in the inventory, I will reduce the price even more to break even or even to a small loss. If it's still not moving, this is when I will list it with auction, let's say start from $5 and hope people bid on it till it goes to some interesting price. So yeah, this was everything. This is how you move your stock. And yeah, we have another example here, okay, on another product, which is pretty similar, but the result will be different. So let me show you the example. So again, I will repeat, so you go through the same process. I will put here the title and hit the search button. Okay, now I'll got 10 results here. Let's say it happens with your listing, you get 10 results, but all of them have 0 sales. I'll scroll down and I'll see, okay, all of them have 0 sales, but this is basically a keyword that can definitely rank on other pages, right? So I will take just the keyword gaming keyboard, only gaming keyboard. I'll open the product research, and now I'll use another technique. What I will use is I will use the price filter. Now you know what is your break even. Let's say you buy this product for $35, so you know, okay, I cannot sell it less than $40. $40 is the minimum, I break even, right? So let's say, this is just an example, you have to do your own calculation, but let's say 40 is the maximum. So I'll put here minimum price, $40. I don't want to see a result less than $40. I want to see what changes I need to do in order to be competitive with gaming keyboards selling for $40 and above. Then I'll hit the search button and I'll let ZIK pull the results for me. The eBay best match results based on filtered by minimum $40 selling price. And then I get the results. Now, very interesting what we got here. Take a look. Take a look what we got. We got gaming. Oh, and we got a lot of stuff here. We got a lot of irrelevant results because we keep, let me see if I say, yeah, because we keep the keyword gaming, and probably there is a lot of computers that have the keyword gaming, we get a lot of unnecessary products here. Okay. So what we can do is to also put maximum selling price. So let's go back to the result. This is great case because you learn a lot from it. So we put gaming keyboard and we put here minimum 40, maximum 100, just to filter out all the bad results, and we'll hit the search button. Let's see what's happening right now. So we do the reverse engineering and we're learning, okay, 33% success rate, 100 listings, $170 sold items, average selling price $40. Now we start to see gaming keyboard that's selling for $40, and we see that they all have a lot of functions, right? They all have a lot of functions and they're branded. But what we want to do is we want to see how we can, come here and change our titles. Okay, this is interesting. Look, still see, oh wow, this is very interesting. Take a look. This is the same one like we selling. The same one, maybe different model. No, it's the Apex tree as well. This is the same one like we're selling. Different picture in the front, okay? Yeah, different picture in the front. Selling for $44.99 by Best Buy. And they even use the same title. Or a little bit. Not same, almost. So what we learn is, first, we need to change our title. Second, we need to change our pricing. And we can also try to change our picture. If these guys manage to generate 2 sales in the last 30 days, we will definitely go optimize this title, okay? Maybe the still series, the Apex 3 things are still important, but I will move the gaming keyword for the beginning, will reduce the price as much as I can, and try to move the stock. So let's do the same process again. This is the one we want to compete with, right? I'll copy the title of this competitor. I'll put it in, let me go back. Let me open here the title builder. I'll put it here in the title builder. Again, do again the same thing, gaming keyboard. Okay, to learn. Then I'll put the title of my competitor here. This is just my technique to do it. You can also optimize directly in another way. Remove all the keywords that not driving any traffic. So here we have the brand, we have the gaming keyboard in the end. So I'll take the gaming keyboard, which is the best keyword. Okay, always best keyword need to be in the beginning. Gaming keyboard, SteelSeries, Apex 3, TK, wired, membrane, whisper, quiet switch. And I remove all the things which makes me membrane, whisper, quiet switch. I don't think it's really important. Wired, it's important. Apex 3 TKL is the model. Maybe it drives some traffic. I don't really believe, but we'll still leave it. And then I see what other keywords I can add here that are not in use. And we can start to see, okay, what they have here on the titles. So computer, desktop, this is definitely something we can add. Mechanical, we can add. So we can add mechanical, computer, desktop. What else we can add here? We have another 7 characters. Maybe there is another things we can add from the backlight we have here. This is very important, right? To have the keyword backlight actually. So I will maybe would even remove here put here PC instead of desktop, and we put here, this is with the backlight, right? Yeah, it's definitely important to have backlight in the so gaming keyword, steady Apex, backlight. Why they write the backlight like this? Backlit. All right. Backlit, wired, mechanical, PC, desktop, and you can add either just another keyword or even just put new, and that's it. And you have a keyword, a title, which is optimized with strong keywords. And what you do, you copy this title, edit your listings with this new title, and then reduce the price to $44.99 or to $43.99. And you even change the picture to be like this because you see this guy sold it. And then you just wait a week or two to see if it's sold. If it's sold, amazing. If not, again, the same process. Relist it, maybe with a lower price, maybe with the same price. Give it another few days. If it's not selling, reduce the price. If it's not selling, list it to an auction and move forward. It all depends how urgent, what is your urgency in generating cash flow or freeing space in your inventory. But with this little optimization, you can move a lot of stock. Okay, a lot of stock. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you find this valuable. Remember, always ask questions. You can always share your opinion, and we will do everything to help you with everything you need. Thank you very much.